What's interesting is that the things that volunteers said were their least favorite, bless you, are banquets, formal gatherings, and public acknowledgement. Now, I don't want anyone to get discouraged and think we have to cancel all our events that recognize volunteers in a formal way, because that's not everybody, and it certainly is important to create some opportunities for that, for those who want that. But what we need to keep in mind is that rather than looking at volunteer recognition as an event, it's really an ongoing activity that ought to be integrated into everything we do all year round. So that was, in a nutshell, what we learned, that people are really excited and motivated and satisfied most when they know that their time has been well spent, and that you have been able to demonstrate to them the impact of that. And secondly, that on an ongoing basis, year-round, find small ways to recognize and thank people. But what I wanted to, because we don't have the time to go through the full study, and again, we will certainly provide that to you, I just wanted to leave you with a thought about the word recognition. When I think of recognition, we could think about the more you recognize an individual and what they're looking for, that is the highest form of recognition. If I know that a volunteer is looking, for example, for a way to build their portfolio for employment, and I recognize that that's important in a volunteer, then maybe the form of recognition might be a reference letter, and it might be an opportunity to develop and demonstrate a certain skill, for example, in communication, because they're going into the field of communication. So recognizing what's important to somebody is one of the most powerful things, because you show that it's not that you have a program and a strategy for everybody, that you're really taking the time to know people individually. So if somebody has a certain talent, that maybe they are, in addition to being a fabulous mentor, or maybe they facilitate a current event discussion group in the activity room, but you might also think that something about them and their knowledge of your hospital and your program might make them an excellent trainer of new volunteers. And a form of recognition is asking them to participate and provide the training along with you, so that you're recognizing their skill and experience, you're recognizing their wisdom. So the word recognition really means recognizing what's important to people and finding strategies to individually and in groups and collectively provide that in some ways, small and large, formally and informally. So with that, I just want to say that recognition is always going to be important. One of the things that also came out in the study, that organizations fear that they have small budgets and don't have enough money to create and organize banquets and special events the way they'd like to. But the good news is that that's not necessarily what volunteers are looking for. They're looking for something a little more basic, and a little more simple, and a little more individualized. And I think that that boils down to, again, relationships, getting to know one another, and recognizing what's important.